What is up, guys? Took a break from my farming to make a video about farming. What do you think is going to happen to Guild Wars? Because this farming thing has changed the game. Specifically, it's the champion farming, right? Best farm in the game right now, right? I wonder what's going to happen to Guild Wars if this stays in or if it gets nerfed. And I don't know, a lot of people have been having pretty much fun with it, or, you know, if you don't like farming, then you haven't been farming, you've been doing other stuff. But I mean, really, the hardcore guys, we're farming. In the past, we had plenty of farm spots go and get nerfed and stuff like that. We had the Plinks Karma Farm, which was a dynamic event chain that used to go through ore back in the days when everyone used to farm ore. And then there was the Tunnel Farm one that was kind of like south of Plinks. Those were good. There was also the Lodestone farms, which, you know, they still happen, but I mean, it's not, it's like you spend hours there, but you don't really get enough for the farming. And of course, you have the Cough runs, right? The Path 1 runs, which probably still go on now, but really, that champion farm is pretty much the best I've seen. Even better than Cough, in my opinion. A lot easier as well. Just in case you don't know what I'm talking about, champion farming. Okay, this was introduced in the last patch. In the last patch, they brought out champion loot bags. It's a guaranteed loot bag from a champion, right? Which will contain skill points, lodestones, etc., etc. Basically money, and lots of money. So the two most popular farm spots are Cursed Shore and Frost Gorge. I prefer Frost Gorge over Cursed Shore because it's a lot easier, and you know you're gonna get a guaranteed loot bag as long as you're quick, right? And you know, it leaves more brain room because it's so much easier. You leave enough brain room to listen to your audiobook or hear your loud guildies talk on Mumble. And about the audiobooks, please, Guild Wars, those books, please convert them to audiobooks so I can finally listen to them. I would love to read them, but it's just like, there's so much to do that, I mean, to sit down and read a book, I mean, I could just one night, you know, take a break from all this and just put up a hot bath, strip down. Basically, this involves you running around the map, killing champions constantly, waypointing here to there, here to there, here to there, and just killing all the champions, right? After you kill those champions, you get the loot bags, and then you can open it an hour later. I usually open it up later. I like to see this hundreds and hundreds of bags after a day and hours of farming and just open it all. Just to give you an idea, I farmed around 400 bags, right? For around 10 hours and got around what? 70 gold? 70 gold. Yes, it's pretty awesome, right? There's no way you got that much at Plinks or anywhere, right? This is the best because this gives you karma, it gives you skill points, it gives you rare materials that you will need, which I'm saving up and waiting for the new legendaries. There's so much that it gives you, and a wide variety, and also those unique skins that, you know, are kind of going down now, which could probably be the issue with the boxes, is that, you know, the skins are not actually rare anymore. Since the price is going down, anyone can buy it because you're making so much money at the farm. Now these are like group farm spots, you know, so like players that are not very experienced with the game, you know, that don't know how to run Cough can actually do this to earn some money, right? They say, oh yeah, just follow the commander, all right, you know, you'll get used to the waypoint system, and you know, they follow, and they actually get all of these little loot boxes, and they open up, they actually have some gold to actually buy their exotics. Because I hear a lot of people complaining about it, like, oh, I don't know how to get money to get exotics and stuff like that. Well, this is the way, hands down, you can get full exotics in one day. The pros about the farming is that I actually enjoyed farming, right? Like, you feel rewarded for the time that you actually put into the game, which is something that has been kind of missing from Guild Wars in certain aspects of the game, especially in PvE aspects. Working together to defeat the dragon's minions, you know, it could be either good or bad, because the community interaction is pretty much the same as the map chat in Lion's Arch. Just like, oh, you got those trolls, and then you got those nice guys that are helping everyone get used to the farm and where to go and where the path is. Now, I'm pretty sure ArenaNet kind of made this a thing now. It's officially champion farming. That's a new thing in Guild Wars 2. And for the people who are farming, you're probably looking at your gold like, okay, this is fun and rewarding, I think ArenaNet's gonna nerf this. And I'm kind of thinking the same thing because this is gonna change the economy, of course. I mean, we now live in a world where people can get precursors now. What? I know. I mean, this could be a fix for the people who feel like they can't reach their goals in the game because they have no money, such as legendaries, for instance. That's a constant thing. It's like, oh, legendaries are just too hard to get. It's just too hard. When, you know, all you have to do is kind of put time in the game. And now with this is just way easier to get money. Now, obviously, ANET knew that people were going to be farming these champions once they added these to the game. I mean, obviously, if they give you all this goodies, then you might as well go farm it. So all this gold we're getting, what do you think is going to happen next if this was intended? Will the new legendary and ascended gear just be adjusted to be harder to get because more of the world, more of the players have more gold to actually spend? You know, will they add platinum back in the game where you reach 1,000 gold and all of a sudden it turns into a platinum because there's so much money? Because I don't know, like, it's either that or people are gonna start nerfing things, and I don't want it to nerf. Please don't nerf it. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. But I can see the issues with this. I mean, someone right now can just farm up for a month and afford a legendary. Is this what ANET's intended to do? Maybe, maybe not. But if they buy everything, like if a player farms and farms and farms, buys everything in the game, what left do they have to do? Like, they're just gonna have to play if it's fun to them, not if they're trying to earn something. Now, if a player earns everything in the game, they might not want to play, right? Usually in a game, you lead it up like as soon as someone finishes your content, you have another, you know, living story or a, you know, expansion pack to kind of push them forward. And as they finish their legendary, they have more content to go for, you know, after they finish their, you know, what they want to do. One of the things is, you know, legendaries might not be special anymore. For the people who actually get legendaries, they actually know what I'm talking about. You know, if everyone has a legendary, then it's not legendary anymore. And ANET also said that they want legendaries to be legendaries. So I'm kind of torn. Do I want people, you know, just having legendaries all over the place? And it's not that I don't want people to have legendaries, is that, you know, when people spend time in the game, you know, this is what they represent. Like, look, I got a legendary, you know, I spent loads of time playing the game, farming, karma, getting karma from all sorts of parts of the world, you know, just to form this blade or whatever you're gonna get, you know? You could get a bow that shoots rainbows, you know, if that's your thing. It's mine. Anyways, what do you think about the current form of the game and, you know, this being implemented as a new thing for Guild Wars, you know, champion farming, you know, everything done as a group, a farming group, no longer where it's like, oh, you know, you're in my farming spot, you know, you welcome people because you get to burst down the champions quicker, which, you know, sometimes it goes a little bit too quick. Do you think ANET should nerf this a little bit, or you just leave it alone and let people get a lot of money? Because, I mean, there's a certain percentage of people who actually farm for a long time, like I do. You know, only the hardcore guys who really want to get the monies, they're the ones that are gonna farm, you know, so it might balance itself out. I don't know, but the economy is gonna change regardless. Also, I know many of you know about the Guildcast debate that was going on, right? About there's a farming spot in Ore, right? That if you fail the event, you get to repeat the event after about 10 minutes or so, right? If you complete the event, you have to wait around 2 hours for it to spawn again. Do you think that that is a clever use of game mechanics, or that's exploiting? For me, I didn't think it was exploiting. All right, there's just so many times where people just constantly fail events, right? That's a thing, right? That you farm stuff. People do it all the time. This is not anything new. Now everyone is farming this ore thing. Do you think this is exploiting, is the question before I go on a rant. And do you think people will get banned for this? And the whole thing with, oh, they're gonna ban the people who just have an absurd amount of champion boxes. You gotta understand there's people in Frost Gorge that are not failing events. They're just completing all the events and farming all the champions who get tons and tons of bags as well. 1,000 is not a barrier. 1,000 is not a barrier. I went way over 1,000, as I said in Guildcast. So let me know what you think. Anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, give me a like, share with your friends, leave a comment, say what's up in the comment section below. And stay visual.